I believe the American dream is still alive. In fact, I'll bet $1 million on it.
You, my friend, were labeled a loser, least likely to succeed.
No one thought I would ever make it.
Billionaire Glenn Stearns is betting $1 million he can take $100 and grow it into $1 million business in just 90 days.
If it's a penny short of $1 million, I'll put $1 million into it. But to keep this experiment fair, I'm going to do it all undercover. I won't use my name, my money, or my connections. Win or lose in the city of Erie, and the people who helped me get there will be rewarded. But they don't know it.
With $1 million of his own money on the line, Glenn Stearns will see once and for all if the dream is still possible in America. With only 17 days left, undercover billionaire Glenn Stearns is racing towards his $1 million goal. But currently, he only has $12,645. Glenn's only chance at coming close to $1 million is to earn enough money at a national barbecue competition called Ribfest.
Ribfest now becomes really where we can shine.
To renovate and fund the opening of his new barbecue restaurant.
This is now our new home.
What planet do you live on?
Now, just 8 days from Ribfest, Glenn and his team rush to get ready.
Hey, Glenn. Nice to see
Stay
you.
on the rain long?
No, not long.
The Erie Ribfest is a huge deal. I mean, it is the Super Bowl of barbecue with over 50,000 people in attendance. We need to make a great first impression. Since the underdog team will be competing for the first time, and none of us have ever done this before, not even our pitmaster, Christine, I've asked Barbecue Mike, who's also competing on another team at Ribfest, to help RJ, Christine, and I understand what we need to do and what to expect.
We're gonna use this as the front here. We're gonna put your smoker dead center in the back. You got to make sure they can see that from the front counter.
Okay.
Your 10 by 10 literally is like this.
Okay.
The reefer truck is just a big, giant refrigerator. It's gonna go here. It's always the opposite side of your grill. If you don't have a proper place for everything, you'll lose something. This is no kiddie games. If you don't come correct, you're gonna fail. Have a table, table, table. Then you need a chopping station. You'll have 2 more hot boxes. If I'm going too fast, please stop me.
You're fine.
You are here.
Okay.
That's where you stay. You go nowhere else. This
Love
is
that
your
home.
home.
Yes.
I think it's going to be challenging for everybody, is learning how to all work together, but I think once we do, I think it's going to be fun.
You have to take this very, very seriously, because if this doesn't work, you're screwed.
How many cases of ribs should we order?
Average 35,
35 cases?
roughly. You're looking at about 5 to 10 cases of brisket, about 5 to 10 cases of pulled pork, give or take.
Just don't know what to expect that first
You can't.
day.
I can't predict it either.
We are truly the underdogs at this Ribfest. I mean, with 0 experience. And I don't know how we're gonna handle the sheer volume of food. This is a lot of pressure on all of us, especially Christine, our head chef.
I just want you guys to be the top dogs.
The challenge accepted. When Underdog gets evaluated in 17 days, one of the biggest factors the evaluator will be looking for is sales. In talking to our consultant, Barbecue Mike, as well as Kathy Danielson, the head of Ribfest, they say the top-level barbecue teams can sell upwards of $25,000 worth of food during this event. So I'm setting a goal of $25,000 in sales at Ribfest. That'll prove we have a viable product, and every bit of profit will go right into opening the restaurant.
It was nice meeting you.
Hey.
Yep.
I'll see you this weekend, thanks.
But to make any money, we need a smoker. So I've asked Matt Sanders to help Chris Trott get the smoker ready for Ribfest.
So I grew up partly in California, but also partly on a farm in Idaho. So this is like, you know, homecoming.
I'm very lucky that Matt's here today. He's done a lot of different things in a lot of different places. And, you know, a lot of the tools I'll have him using today, he's already used. So he's gonna be pretty important in getting the smoker to the finish line.
Don't pigeonhole your players. Although Matt is the director of beer, he's the ultimate MacGyver. There isn't a tool that he can't use, and if I had overlooked the range of Matt's abilities, Chris would never get the smoker built on time.
How much weld did you put on this thing? Holy
One really good one.
yeah, apparently.
We can multitask now. I can be CNC cutting the wrenches that hold the handles of the smoker. While I'm doing that, he can be grinding and smoothing the weld so no one gets caught. and essentially we can get twice as much done in the same amount of time. I just like building, and I like helping people.
Does that look straight?
For some up reason. Yeah, we'll put it there. I think the American dream is still alive and well, and it's possible. So if Glenn wants to take a stab at it, then I'm here to help him. For some reason, I'm excited to help Glenn.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But while I've been building this, my other customers have suffered fairly regularly. And I'm, working 16 hours a day on something that I'm not getting paid for.
Chris has been under an unbelievable amount of stress just trying to help us out every way he can. He's really been burning the midnight oil.
I lost a little bit of sleep over it last night, and I'm probably gonna lose some sleep over it tonight if I do sleep.
With Mike on board as our barbecue consultant, it's time to test the most important aspect of the business, our barbecue. If our food at Ribfest is no good, we will fail, period, because nobody will show up at our restaurant. So we're headed to Christine's to get an expert opinion on her barbecue. You set up a vision of where you want to go, and then you got to get there.
You can have anything you want in this world, except a Bugatti. If I ever hear of someone buying a Bugatti that I know, I think I might slap them.
Why is that?
It's $20,000 to do an oil change on a Bugatti. And dropping $20,000 on an oil change is like me and you dropping $20 on fast food.
I felt bad because he didn't know who I was or kind of what I was about. I had those boats and cars and things that he talked about.
I mean, these are the people who have multi-million-dollar companies. They just have so much money, they don't even work. All they do is just go on their yacht, drink, smoke cigars, and eat.
When you look at that guy, right, out there on his yacht, what's the feeling? Are you?
Good job.
You're not mad at that guy?
Nope. No reason to be. He worked his heart off for that thing, so he earned it.
I didn't take Mike's comments as he didn't like, people that had money. He respected people who worked their tails off. I could still relate. I have crawled my way up. I mean, I fought for everything that I have, and I wasn't given anything. It's the epitome of the American dream. I think Christine is up for the challenge.
One can only hope. I'm going to do my best to critique her in the same way I'd expect someone to do it to me, on how it tastes, how it comes off the bone, texture. I'm just hoping it goes well. And I don't have to get too mean.
I haven't done competition barbecue, so it's nerve-wracking, but I want the critique. I think that Glenn and I have a connection because of what he's went through trying to follow his American dream. He has a good heart.
There she is, all ready for us.
Let's go.
Ready to roll.
Let's do this. Oh, hi, Sunshine.
How are you?
How are you?
Not too bad.
I pulled these ribs off about half an hour ago.
You smoked this for how long?
I put it on at 4 a.m.
Did you
It's my- it-
Did you grill it or no?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't have a grill.
It is a little odd that Christine does not have a grill. I've never seen someone have a smoker and no grill. You have to grill it before you hand it to the judges. It's always grilled.
So how many bones do you want?
Just give me 2.
Would you like sauce?
No sauce. Part of what you're looking for when they do the rib thing is they grab the bone and they pull. Notice how it came off clean here, but not here? That's fine, because this is the top of the bone.
Okay.
This is the bottom, but that is what you're looking for.
So I did.
This is perfect.
As I sit next to Mike, watching him eat this food.
Sweet, tender, breaks so easily, look at that.
And then when it's absolutely great, look at how this falls off the bone. It was just music to my ears.
All right, the pork is rested enough.
Oh, there we go. Let's see how good I can just break it. Wow, that's perfect. I like it.
Yes.
How many of those do you think you can pump out the same exact way?
As many as I can get my hands on.
Okay. You're guaranteeing that you could do it all at once? Mm-hmm. Will she be able to do it in a restaurant? 100%. Will she be able to handle the surplus amount of food at a rib burn-off? I'm still at 75% on that. Because of the fact that she didn't go above and beyond to make sure those were barbecued and grilled.
Because we don't know how many people are coming to our booth, we don't know how much to cook of something that takes 12 hours. I'm still a little nervous.
I've gotten us this far. Let me do my thing at Rib Fest. Please don't do that because you're gonna nerve me up.
Okay.
The moment you start
Say no
thinking-
more. I didn't get my answer that I want, but what I did get from Christine is trust her. Majority of time in my life, it's worked well when I've had competent people that knew what they were doing. There's so much riding on this, and I mean, I'm nervous, but the more confidence we have in Christine, the more chances we're gonna have of winning this whole thing.
Billionaire Glenn Stearns needs a big showing at the Ribfest competition
This is perfect.
Trusting Christine, and she's gonna get it right.
to launch a $1 million barbecue and beer restaurant. With 5 days to the Ribfest load-in,
I'm about ready to just be done. I'm tired.
his team is working around the clock.
Headed over to RJ's right now. Talk all things Ribfest once again. We've got so much going on, but our first impression is so important. On top of signage, RJ is in charge of apparel, and Ribfest is the launch of our brand, so our t-shirts and merchandise need to sell Underdog. How's it going, man?
It's going.
happening?
You're underway. We did a couple. You want to see one of the final ones? You can let me know, whatever your opinion is.
It looks kind of gritty.
Yeah.
Little. Yeah.
Yep.
That looks good. Oh, is this the tees?
The baseball tees. Feel those.
Oh, that feels nice. It's soft.
Real soft. There's so much riding on the line right now with Ribfest. We can plan and plan and plan all we want, but it's really just putting into work and making sure that it does get done.
Chris Strada, it won't take my call. He says, look, I'm busy. I'm trying to get this done, you know. RJ and I have a ton of logos to get printed on shirts for Ribfest, but my real concern is the smoker. I've been trying to get a hold of Chris Trott. He isn't answering any of my texts or calls. I'm gonna call Matt Sanders to see if he can help me get a hold of Chris. If there's any way, I don't know if you have any time, but you might be able to stop by there, see what it looks like he needs, and then, you know, run to the store, let me know, and we'll get it paid for.
I'd be more than happy to go over to Chris's and help out however I can.
Perfect. All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. I'm sending Chris Strada a message just saying Matt's on his way. I mean, hopefully Matt can see what's going on.
Yep.
Other door.
Hey.
Why don't you give us that?
Okay.
I haven't gotten much sleep. Really worried about the functionality right now. Will it smoke?
Really, we just need to create a fireplace assist. I feel really confident that I know exactly what we need to get. He wants to do a great job, but he's really worried about being able to get this done by Tuesday. The stuff that we're talking about isn't really in his wheelhouse. I mean, he's all about the metalworking and all that kind of stuff, but when we start dealing with propane and is it right and all those things, that's a little bit outside of his wheelhouse. On top of that, he's supposed to be out on vacation with his family right now, and you know, he's here taking a look at this instead. Got an update for you. It's not all bad news. Chris is stressed. I mean, Chris is really stressed, and we're going to come out with the parts.
Killer.
And I think it'll be pretty easy for Chris to port in what we need, and we'll be able to call it a day.
I am so thankful Chris Trott agreed to speak with Matt. I mean, Matt's somebody that understands how to get behind you and pick up all the pieces when you screw it all up. Okay, I mean, Matt is the sweeper. Perfect. All right.
Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. As soon as Ribfest is over, we need to open this restaurant. So I'm meeting with Dawn to go over her design ideas. So what do you think?
Well, where do you want to start?
Let's start in this room. After paying for all of the Ribfest costs, I'm left with only $2,407. I need to cash in big at Ribfest in order to pay for all this restaurant renovation. But the only way we're gonna get this done is if Dawn is frugal when it comes to her design plan.
I would really like to take these out so we have more seating.
Let's
They're
walk
just pony
before we
walls.
run.
So Tables and chairs, change out the light fixtures. That's it.
All right, that's easy. And
Yeah.
paint.
And paint.
Listen, Dawn's got great ideas.
Change out all these ceiling fans to more industrial. Pool table here, because it's direct line to the bar, and the jukebox over there. I also did pick out some tables and chairs.
They're grandiose ideas as far as my budget goes. So I need to convince her to just to shift over and work on a very small budget right now. We got to open on a shoestring budget. I don't know that we'll have enough money to get a pool table and couches
Well, no,
in that time.
Restaurant is all about the atmosphere before the food in front of you. There are expectations for this place. Design-wise, the other restaurant, I really didn't have to do anything.
Right, and then to flip the switch so fast to move into this place, there hasn't been any time to sit and say, all right, what is this place gonna be?
I feel like I need more information as to what's going on, what I'm doing. Like, I'm given the very basics, like I'm on a need-to-know basis, but I need to know more of what's going on here. And I feel like Glenn is really rushing this.
You know, my mind is compartmentalized. Get the place. Okay, we got the place. Oh, now what do we do? Gotta hire
You gotta
people.
think long-term.
Okay.
You gotta think like.
Well, if I did, then we wouldn't be able to get anything
Well,
done.
you should have like thought the plan
If I
out.
thought it all the way to the end, I would sit in a corner and cry.
If I'm gonna put my name on something, I want it to be done right and correctly. I'm struggling to just throw paint on the walls and say, and we're done.
You know, I'm just in a bad situation. I'm putting all this pressure on Dawn. I'm rushing. She's frustrated. It's unfair. I can't tell her anything. I'm just sitting here and I'm not giving her answers. I just hope she doesn't quit on me, because if she does, I am screwed. I'm sending Chris Trott an email about the schedule for Rib Fest. The Rib Fest load-in is in 3 days, and there's still no word from Chris Trott on whether or not he thinks he can get the smoker ready on time. Because I'd like to see if he can make it and when he thinks he's gonna be able to bring the smoker down. So, no. Please.
What's wrong?
I sent Chris Trott an email, but I signed my name. I signed my real name. I mean, it just says I just need to meet with you tomorrow, but I signed my freaking name. I'm just tired, Tim. I'm tired.
Hopefully he's not gonna see it.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't see it. Maybe he won't. I can't believe I've made it this far living as Glenn Bryant, and now I've screwed it up. If Chris Trott tells everyone who I really am, I am done. Challenge accepted.
With just 3 days to Ribfest, billionaire Glenn Stearns, undercover as Glenn Bryant, is waiting for the completed Underdog smoker from metal fabricator Chris Trott. But that's not his biggest issue.
But I signed my name. I signed my real name.
If his cover is blown, it could derail Stearns' goal of building $1 million business in 90 days.
What I was terrified might happen has happened. I mean, I heard from Chris Trott this morning. He knows my real name and that I'm not Glenn Bryant. Now he's pissed and he may walk off the project. So I'm headed over to his shop to talk to him. All right, here we go.
What's going on?
I mean, if I don't talk him off the ledge, I think this is gonna blow my whole cover. So can you guys hang back? Mine? Okay. So you wanna go first or you want me to?
You better give me a good reason as to why you weren't truthful with me, or I'm just gonna walk away.
I have to find a way to diffuse the situation. I don't know how much you dug in to me, and
I stopped. I wanted to give you first shot to explain where we were.
yeah. You know, with Chris, it seems pretty simple. He's a very transparent person. He wants open and honest dialogue. And so, you know, there's a time and a place to put all the cards down on the table. Right now with Chris, that's that time. My name is Glenn Brian Stearns. Everything I've told you is true. The only difference is, you know, I've started a business before, did fairly well at it. And to be honest, I've done well. But at the same time, I've had a lot of people tell me it was luck. So I've given it a shot. Can I do it again? Because I think I can, and I think I can also motivate and inspire other people that they can do it, even if they are 55 years old.
Why couldn't you be Glenn Stearns when you came? Why the I don't do smoke and mirrors. it's frustrating. Why not just say, this is who I am, I'm gonna go back to my roots? Why do I have to find that on my own and get severely pissed off and want to walk away from it?
I didn't want to have that feeling that you're gonna wanna join me because I got a lot of money. It wasn't what it was about. It's about showing people that have no money that they can do this themselves. But if I do that as Glenn Stearns, then everyone knows that, you know, that maybe they're gonna get the windfall of riding on someone's coattails.
And so when we're all said and done, what happens? Because the film crews go away, everything goes away.
And I have a business here. My goal is to create a business that thrives in Erie. That doesn't go away.
I'm not gonna blow your surprise. I'm not gonna ruin it for these other people who could benefit from that. I didn't care that he was, you know, well off. It just was the fact that I didn't know who he really was. I'm more willing to help you because you're someone trying to start a business here, and that does good for everybody. And I think the whole story about starting from nothing and building and proving that it can be done, I'm in. So I think with our conversation, he was able to prove to me that it really is real. It calmed me down a little bit. I'm still not thrilled.
Sorry that I've put you through anything that, you know, might have been frustrating.
As long as he continues on doing what he says he's going to do, and he's at least trying to do something for Erie, what more can you ask? If it means I got to keep a secret for a couple weeks, whatever. Okay. Secret's safe with me, for now.
Tomorrow is the Ribfest loaded, and then Ribfest starts the next day. This is my chance to show that we have a viable brand with Underdog. Not only do we need to sell a lot of barbecue so that I can get the money to Dawn for the restaurant renovation, but I also need big sales to prove to the valuator that Underdog is $1 million business. Today is the rehearsal, where the team and I are going to see what we have and what we're missing. Cowboy Mike, how's it going, guys?
How you doing, brother?
I called you Cowboy Mike, but you didn't catch it. I've asked Cowboy Mike to join us at Ribfest.
We do have a little bit of brisket. I sear it a little bit just to lock in the moisture.
I call Cowboy Mike the silent assassin because he's so unassuming, yet he makes killer barbecue. We are blown away by his knowledge of smoking meats, and I wanted him to be a part of the competition. It looks like we got the gang all here, huh? I can't believe how many people came out to help today. We have RJ's dad, his close friend Dan, and then RJ's girlfriend Alicia. I mean, even Armando showed up, whose schedule is packed. Today is a big day. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a mock setup, and then we're gonna place everybody in their positions. We've gotta all be in sync and really know what we're doing. So just for clarity, it's smoker, griller, and chopper, right?
Yep.
Check the plane before you fly it. Pilots go through an exhaustive checklist before they take off because lives are at stake. While I'm definitely a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy, I believe once it's time to bring your product to the public, you need to take the same meticulous pilot approach.
All right, so basically I just want to make sure that we have everything.
I need 3 rolls of tar paper. I need a pressure relief valve and a 5-gallon cooler or jug or something.
All right, so...
I'll put down spices.
But you got that handled though?
I do have that handle, but I'm still gonna have to buy the spices that we need. We need a hose and a T-connector for the drinking water.
So we need that generator, right? Because
I got the generator. I'm responsible for the food and the utensils and the equipment. I'm responsible for pretty much everything, and I got it.
How do we know we're gonna have the stuff for tomorrow?
I'm bringing up what I said.
We don't know what we're supposed to do. To be honest, we've never cooked one rib together as a team.
Let's talk equipment.
I haven't seen the smoker. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, we have a smoker, I'll tell you that.
You said we have a smoker. If it isn't ready today, I really don't think it should be used because it needs to be seasoned. You want that seasoning in there. You want that it's like a cast iron skillet. You have to season it before you use it. With the smokers, you got to fire them up and just let them run. And if that new one comes, we need to fire it up all day long tomorrow.
Poor Chris Trott has been busting his ass, and it's just not finished yet. So why don't we set it up, and then we can see where everybody's position is, and then we're gonna see the holes.
Obviously, we don't have the tent, but we need to basically get the build out done. So this is 30 feet.
My responsibility really is to sit back and watch and see who rises to the top, and really who is gonna be the true leaders in the group.
Okay, where's the smoker? Back here?
The smoker, he said, is going to be somewhere in this area.
It's going to be
So
like,
like
right
over here.
I think it should be this way.
I think we're ironing some things out. Of course, there are going to be hiccups because that's only natural.
When I look at the map,
It looks like there's a lot more.
It looks like there's more stuff that we don't have, right?
It's the food that we don't
it's
have.
the propane, and it's the heaters,
And we'll
it's
get we got the heaters, the propane is coming tomorrow.
right off the bat. Like, well, where's the generator? Where's the steam table? Where are all the big pieces in our setup? Where's the tent?
Okay.
That was RJ's responsibility. 90% of our setup was just pieces of chalk. I'm hoping the RibFest doesn't turn out to be the same way, just a bunch of empty promises. Now, we don't have cash registers. We don't have
I
any of
have
that.
a cash register in the garage.
Okay.
I have
so
to
I was
find-
under the impression we were going to build it all out today.
What?
Everything.
The cash register? I have to bring the cash register.
I know, I'm
This is
saying,
built.
but
It
we
is-
didn't build it out. So
But there's no smoker, Glenn. This is what we need, is a smoker.
to run the cash register, I'm concerned about Christine because I don't see her stepping up. I'm just saying it makes me nervous because I thought we were going to set everything up today.
Everything
That
is
was
set
what
up
we were
except
going
the
to do.
smoker, the reefer truck, and the sinks.
And the cash register.
The cash register, I have the cash register.
And
I get it.
so now I'm the one nervous.
I understand. It's going to be okay. I think Glenn is starting to feel the stress of everything, but I think he's going to be just fine when it all comes together and he sees that we're successful.
It just feels like we're missing something. Maybe I'm wrong, but if RibFest is anything like today, I'm not even going to open the restaurant. You know, there won't be any customers. It'll be a joke. Now we're on a dry run with like half the plane. We're taking off,
No,
but we
there's-
forgot the
there's a few
wings
things-
and we forgot the engine.
Glenn Stearns is on day 80 of his 90-day challenge where he wants to have a business valued at $1 million. But he only has $2,407 towards that goal. Yesterday, the team bombed at a run-through preparing for RibFest.
This is what we need, is a smoker.
To run the cash register?
Today, they're loading everything into the location where they must be ready to serve barbecue to 50,000 people tomorrow morning.
Well, it's the day before RibFest, and there is a lot going on. You know, RJ's really running the show for RibFest on the front end with Christine on the back end. So is it all there? Do we have it all together? What are we missing? You know, it just feels like the wheels are starting to shake pretty hard on the car. Ready or not, here we come. For RibFest, the goal is to generate $25,000 in sales. This would be a strong number to push towards the $1 million valuation. But just as importantly, I need this money for Dawn to finish the renovations, as well as to purchase product and hire a staff for the restaurant's grand opening on day 90.
So RibFest is a big competition. It's been going on for 20 years. This is our first time meeting the public as Underdog Barbecue, and it's gonna make or break us right out of the gate.
Good morning.
How's it going, Matt?
Great.
You ready for this?
I am.
You sure?
If we're not, it's going to be painful.
Too late
right?
now,
Yeah,
isn't
exactly.
it? All right, what now?
So it looks like here's where we're at. So
Whoa. Oh, look at those holding units. Those are nice. I like those. Look at that. So that's a really expensive smoker because we have a big old-fashioned smoker
Right.
that a lot of other people are not going to have, but it sets us apart. Of course, I'm just speculating because I still haven't seen the smoker yet.
how you doing, Glenn?
Good, how you doing?
So we're learning a lot, Glenn.
About what?
We're the only one with an old-fashioned smoker.
Why don't we get this out? Should we get it out now?
So where's our tent? Our tent was supposed to be here between 9 and 10.
I appreciate it. All right, see you guys. He doesn't know anything about setting a tent up for us because he didn't get anything about between 9:30 and 10. So it sounds like something got crossed in the mail.
RJ, so they're from the company that doesn't know, but they're the ones that set up the tents?
Give me a minute. Hey, it's RJ Messenger with Underdog Barbecue.
I could see RJ starting to fumble, but I really need him to pull through for us. The tent has to go up before our stuff goes up, right? So we can put our stuff on the side.
I don't know if we're allowed to put it on the sidewalk.
When is the reefer trailer coming?
I didn't rent it.
I'm just gonna call Matt and find out because the food's gonna be here in about an hour.
So far, we don't have a smoker, we don't have a tent, and we don't have a reefer truck. So, you know, we're not off to the greatest start. This is what I came with. This is what they came with.
No, nothing's set up yet.
Yeah, we're moving them right now. We gotta get this stuff out of it. Yep.
We're working on it. Okay, we're on the other side. We're getting pushed out. I have to call you back in a minute. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. Get your piece of shit truck out of here.
I heard it.
Glenn, I'm ready.
Hey, listen.
I'm ready. Unleash me.
Let me tell you
Unleash
something.
me to them over there.
I want to tell you something.
Unleash the dog.
Listen, don't get pissed at these guys. Man.
No, I know. I'm not.
No, but I hear it in your voice. But don't, because of 2 reasons. No, this is.
I know.
Father talking to son.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen, it won't do us any good. Number 1, and number 2, forget about these guys. But we'll go farther the other way. We do.
Yep.
So laugh it off. Who gives a? This is fun.
That's why I walked away.
But don't even pretend to be mad. Who gives a?
I wasn't even mad.
Like this. Hey, I'm getting out of here. No, it scares the shit out of people.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I agree.
All right, good. If things go wrong, don't go with them. The ability to remain cool under pressure is what sets apart the pros. I remember at the height of the financial crisis, I walked out of a deal very upset. Said, I'll never work with them. I'll never do a deal. Well, I needed to make a deal. So they withdrew my original deal, came back and charged me an extra 50% on top of what I was trying to get. Why? Because I lost my cool. And I had to take it.
I mean, I'm just doing the best I can with juggling everything.
Straight up. Yep, just go straight now.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey, there she is.
Hey, Dawn.
Despite having 100 things to do to get ready for RibFest, I need to talk to Dawn. You want to chat?
Yeah.
And I just didn't feel good about how we left things when we spoke at the restaurant. What I realized last night, you're not gonna go, I got it. Let's have the crappiest looking place we can have. That's not gonna be a reflection of you. And it makes sense now. And it hit me that that doesn't work for you. But that's what the type of restaurant and the feel of being an underdog for me means right now.
There's a very high expectation for Underdog and for you and the rest of this team. And I feel like that's where I come in because I'm supposed to be the one who can excel at that and make that happen.
Here's a dilemma. I don't have the right budgets for the inside until we get to see what happens here. And when we see this, then we'll know what we're gonna do after that. Managing cash flow issues is something that people starting companies deal with every day. In this case, I can't give Dawn the money she needs for things like tables and chairs until we start selling at RibFest. That's why our success here is critical.
I am the type of person who wants everything done at once for an opening, because to me that shows that you are prepared, that you have put thought into your business and your process, that you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm the type that says, you know, where the stain is, you know, you just put a sign that says, we know. Like, not
That's
really,
kinda funny, actually.
but you could do that because people go, oh yeah, they know.
I have no doubt that we can make it cool on what you're saying, and I will do the best that I can to do it for you.
Oh, we got a tent going up, hallelujah.
I'm excited to move on to the restaurant and put a little piece of me into Underdog.
Look at how they've got,
That's amazing.
God dang, these guys have got their together, man.
These guys are the real deal. That's okay though. I mean, that's why we're Underdog Barbecue. It doesn't matter how flashy or the equipment you have, like as long as our final product to the customer, it tastes good, that's all I care about.
I got a problem, RJ. The ribs are frozen solid. So the ribs need to be thawed out to season, to smoke, and to take this membrane off here. We can't do that if they're frozen solid. It's kind of major.
That's a big, big problem. No ribs at Rib Fest.
Are you guys cowboy? We're next door to you, we're Underdog. So we do not have all the tricks of the trade like you guys do. So if we love your help.
I'm Christine, I'm the pit master.
She's the pit
Basically what he's saying is when we get in trouble, you guys gotta come help us out over here. That's what he's saying.
We got plenty of water to put out a fire.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of water.
Yeah, what kind of smoker do you guys have?
Southern Fried, propane.
Yeah, propane.
We're going old school.
I know one thing, he has that grill, the grill thing, see, don't nobody do that. That's a big plus.
No, look, we'll help you guys.
That's kind of, that would be great.
No, appreciate that. The one good thing is they're gonna help us out. Make sure we got the flow right, make sure we're doing it right. That's of course if we got a reefer truck, if we got a tent, and if we got a smoker and food. We can get those, we're gonna, probably be okay.
The ribs are frozen solid. Well, I just wanted to fill you in on what's going on. It's kind of major, but it's nothing that we can't work through. These are not going to thaw by tomorrow morning. So we have a few solutions.
All right.
We find fresh ribs in Erie,
Yep.
or we trade with one of the people here.
Yeah, these guys over here are pretty helpful. Let's see what they say. And we'll get it figured out, right? Right. Hey, did you know ribs aren't supposed to be frozen when you get them?
Are they frozen?
Oh, they're frozen solid right now.
Who ordered them frozen? I don't understand
Well, she says she hasn't had US foods in a while, though. I'm gonna talk to buddy over here.
If they got extra ribs, we'll flop them a few,
That's not a bad idea. We don't really have a choice. Either that or we don't have ribs for the first day or two of Rib Fest. That's a big, big problem. No ribs at Rib Fest.
Can we trade you like 2 boxes or something? We were able to trade our neighbors our frozen ribs for a few boxes of thawed ribs, but it's nowhere near what we're gonna need to get us through the whole day tomorrow. So I am praying the rest of ours will be thawed by mid-morning or we're gonna be totally behind.
So the trailer is 4 feet wide, 11 foot long. So hopefully you can keep it full of meat.
When the heck is it getting here? 'Cause we need to get this thing set up.
Yeah, I know.
I'm freaking out right now.
I don't know. Like the smoker is a big deal. If it's not here, I can't make anything. Oh my God, it does exist. It is real. Did you see that? It's a smoker.
I hope it cooks as well as it looks.
Oh my God, look at that. Baby.
Is it nap time yet? I feel good. It's out of my shop. I've never made a smoker, but I'm hoping that Google has taught me right.
Hi, baby.
Sweet. Pretty cool though, man.
It's not even done.
And that's the beauty of it.
This is beautiful. It's a true centerpiece.
We should get our competition to come down here so they can start shivering in their boots.
Get the competition to come down and show us how to work it?
Dude, you go.
So, I don't know where everybody went. I'm just gonna go get the other
Yeah, go get the other one.
Because we haven't used the Underdog smoker yet, the team and I decided to go ahead and get the 2 smokers from the restaurant to start cooking on as backups. So Chris Trott is going to head over there now and get them.
We're gonna put the briskets in here. We need to start seasoning. Do we have seasonings? Stop it. Guys, every minute is precious, come on. We gotta put oil on the grates. We gotta get wood and charcoal in this thing. We gotta get it fired up, man. Woo-hoo-hoo. We have fire.
We can put out a product just as good as they can. In my mind, the only difference between us and them is how fast we can learn this equipment. I can beat all those guys.
Ooh, I feel heat.
Going up.
Pull the back rope.
Yeah, we're up. We're up.
All right, you just gotta stay there for the next 3 days.
Well, we've got 3 great chefs, and they're gonna stay all night and do 3 shifts.
These are the briskets we're gonna throw on tonight.
Does anybody have the paper described in the water since I left mine at home?
Uh-oh. We gotta figure it out. We have no water.
Oh, is this plugged in?
RJ, we need electricity right now.
Then we had no electricity.
So we're way behind.
I just hope these ribs are thawed by morning or we're totally The meat is frozen solid. Like nothing can be easy. It finally hit me that maybe this whole joke is on me. Because all these things couldn't really go that wrong. Because then that would be a reflection on me. We're a show, man. I thought the financial crisis of 2008 was bad. This takes the cake. This is what it's like to start a business. It's messy, and the only way to get through it and be successful is to have the right people around you. I will not let you down. I believe I've put together a strong team.
This is perfect.
Let me do my thing at RibFest.
Christine has taken on a lot of responsibility as our head pit master.
The ribs are frozen solid.
Matt always comes to the rescue. Cleat and Cowboy Mike are total wild cards for me. I know Dawn can handle the stress, but I don't know if RJ will crack under the pressure.
We're working on it.
The bottom line is that achieving the American dream is extremely difficult. RibFest is going to test everyone.
On the next episode of Undercover Billionaire,
Underdog, baby!
RibFest begins.
What's going on with that half?
Working on it.
But the underdogs
No, we're still kind of doing some health inspection stuff.
can't get out of the gate.
We are out of brisket at the moment.
So we definitely were not ready.
So when is it going to be done?
I don't know.
It took every bit of energy I had to bite my tongue. Answer my question. What do you want me to do?
I'm trying to tell you.
Tell me.
Does everybody know what just happened?
Oh, hell, man. Whoa! You kidding me?